tweaking out another new all-time high at $69,000 just hours ago. You will be absolutely shocked at what comes after $69,000. And with inflation running absolutely hog wild globally, this is not good for no-coiners, but Bitcoiners may end up clapping mad cheeks after all. I'm your host, Francis Feet Picks, and good golly, we have a lot to be jumping into today, and specifically, we're going to be focusing on one absolutely incredible topic that we're all very aware of, but even everyone that's aware of it, I don't think we realize how big this is going to end up being. It's absolutely balls to the wall, completely nuts. So if you guys are new to the channel, make sure you like, subscribe, turn on these absolutely time-sensitive alerts as well. If you're interested in any bonuses, make sure to check out the pinned comment and description below. And without any further ado, it's majorly big. So we are going to be talking about Bitcoin as it did scoot on up to about $69,000 on many exchanges, including Gemini here. And we're going to be talking about that and some alts as well. But guys, this is absolutely big. I mean, all of us have been aware about inflation and how bad it's been for the past year plus, okay? We're all aware that this has contributed to people looking for alternatives and obviously has helped boost the case and it justified Bitcoin and why it was so important. Okay, just as one fact, printed today, and we're going to be diving, again, more into this, but 40% of US dollars that exist were printed in the last year. Okay, almost half of the money that exists was printed out of thin air within the last year. And what's crazy about all of this is that the people in government, the people that are responsible for this monetary policy, you would think that they would have a grasp and a solution, okay? Sure, the economy's not doing great and we're in the middle of a worldwide event. Let's just print a lot of money temporarily and then everything will all get back to normal, right? You would think that they would do that and they would have that in the back of their minds like, yeah, sure, we know how to fix this once we are done printing all this money. But what's the most mind-blowing about all of this is that not only is that not true, somehow I think they know less than 20-year-old kids that are on Twitter just looking and doing their own research. They have absolutely no idea what they've gotten themselves into, and we're going to actually jump into exactly that. But for example, the U.S. consumers, prices for U.S. consumers jumped 6.2% last month compared with a year earlier, as surging costs for food, gas, and housing left Americans grappling with the highest inflation rate in the past 30 years. Okay, and this basically sums it up, the first meme that you see under there. But why is this so big? So I just want to go over some of this important information here and how this will affect Bitcoin and how, again, it's so big. The jump in inflation is hardly confined to U.S. prices, and they've been accelerating in Europe as well. So this is not a U.S. thing. This is global. Annual inflation in 19 countries that use the euro currency exceeding 4% last month, the most in over a decade, and energy prices spiking. Brazil, inflation is soaring. Okay, this is happening everywhere. Higher prices for electric, cooking, gas, meat, just basic things you need to live. And now Americans are spending 15% more on goods than they were before 2020. Okay. Everything is just, it's absolutely insane. And the accelerating price increases have fallen disproportionately on lower earning households, which spend a significant portion of their income on food, rent, and gas. If you don't make a lot of money, most of your money goes towards the essentials, right? You need to eat, you need to be able to live somewhere, you need to be able to have gas to go to a job so you can do those first two things. Food banks are already struggling. And with that, this is what blows my mind. A senior economist at Wells Fargo saying, we're still looking at an economy in a strong position. The consumer is still going out and spending, which is why we're seeing the price gains we're seeing. And what happens when that stops? They have absolutely no plan. Okay. For example, used car prices have skyrocketed over 25% from just a year ago. Okay. Some used cars are more expensive than new cars, which doesn't make any sense. Automakers sharply slowing production because of a shortage of parts. Okay, we're just seeing everything grind to a halt. Furniture is more expensive. Grocery prices have climbed 5% in the past year. What is this? Bacon is up 20%. Price of beef roast up 25%. And now this is the craziest part. Economists still expect inflation to slow once bottlenecks are cleared and blah, blah, blah. But no one knows how long that might take. Higher inflation has persisted much longer than most economists have expected. The inflation overshoot will likely get worse before it gets better, said Goldman Sachs economist in a research note Sunday. And we all know for months, the Fed chair Jerome Powell described inflation as transitory, meaning a short-term thing, a short-term phenomenon that's just linked to what's going on right here, and it's all going to get better anytime soon, or very soon. But last week he acknowledged that higher prices could last well into the summer. All that tells me, and anybody listening, is that they have absolutely no idea what they're doing. They have absolutely no idea how long this would last. They have no idea how bad it could get. And these are the people that are in control, okay? And if we need a reason to not have human beings in control, this is exactly it, okay? If there's ever a time to look for something decentralized that doesn't rely on a human being's mistakes, this is exactly where Bitcoin fits in. Okay, obviously, I mean, this is the perfect situation, so I'm obviously going to talk about Bitcoin, and it's clearly helped Bitcoin. Bitcoin is in its most bullish position ever. It set a new all-time high at 69,000 US dollars. Nice. Just hours ago. But those are our two options, and that blows my mind that most people in this world are just not aware of Bitcoin, or they don't care about it, and they would rather choose wrinkly old people in government to mess up monetary policy year after year, decade after decade, and put us in a position that we're in now over a decentralized distributed ledger that Bitcoin is, which is infinitely better in every single way. Okay, so the writing is on the wall. That's why I'm invested in Bitcoin, and that's why most of you watching this are as well. But this is mind-blowing. If you just read the facts and read what's going on, nobody knows what's going to happen, but it looks like a runaway train starting to run away in slow motion, and most people are ignoring it. So with that being said, that makes Bitcoin seem even more bullish to me. Okay, I tweeted earlier about how are we ignoring this? Maybe a $300,000 Bitcoin, people buying in for the first time at 300,000. Maybe that will still be extremely early, because by that time maybe U.S. dollars will just be worth so little. Okay, how does the U.S. dollar lose value? By printing more and more of it, making the existing dollar less valuable. And we've printed 40% of all dollars that exist in the past 12 months. That has never happened before. That has never happened. Okay. So again, I'm just kind of shocked. The writing is on the wall. The alternative to this exists, and that's this right here, Bitcoin. But just looking over some of these top cryptos again, really, we're kind of doing exactly what we were doing 24 hours ago, where we broke out to new all-time highs, chilled for a little bit, and then maybe we'll break out to all-time highs again within the next few hours, okay? Again, my bet 120,000% is on cryptocurrency. It's on Bitcoin, it's on crypto, because the other option is what? Fiat? It's Jerome Powell telling us, hey, we thought this was going to get better, maybe it'll take a little bit longer. Next thing you know, 3 months from now, we could be in an absolute hellscape in terms of global economy. We could have a $20 gallon of milk or something absolutely insane. Wouldn't surprise me. But yeah, I mean, geesh Louise. So you guys are new channel, make sure you like, subscribe, so you don't miss these absolutely time-sensitive alerts as well. If you guys are interested in bonuses, make sure to check out the pinned comment below. Thank you for them. It's free.